somewhere along the way, society started telling women when you hit 50 that life should start slowing down. That this stage of life is supposed to be about quietly stepping back, about fading into the background, if you will, a little bit, about being less ambitious, less curious, less adventurous, almost as if the most meaningful chapters of our lives are already behind us. And I don't know about you, but I wasn't content with that. Because the more I talk to other women, the more I experience this stage of life for myself, the more I've started to realize something else, something different, very different. When women hit 50, you might be entering one of the most powerful stages of your life. It's not the end of something, it's the beginning of something so much more intentional, much more honest, and much more aligned with who we truly are now because by the time you reach this stage of life, you've already lived enough years to see things very clearly in a way that the younger version of you simply couldn't. You just couldn't. So let's think about everything that women, when you hit 50, bring to the table. We have decades of experience, not just work experience, but lived experience, life experience. We've navigated careers, probably while raising a family. We've cared for aging parents. We've handled financial stress, gone through some health scares, I'm sure, in yourself or a loved one, unexpected life changes, divorce, widowhood, loss, reinvention. And through all of that, something powerful develops, resilience. And it's the kind of resilience that doesn't come from reading a book or attending a workshop. It comes from living through real life. It comes from solving problems when nobody else was coming to fix them. Have you ever heard that? Nobody's coming to save you? I say that a lot. It comes from figuring things out when the stakes were really high and the pressure was real. So by the time we as women hit our 50s and beyond, we have built a level of adaptability that younger people are still very often developing. We have learned how to adjust, how to pivot, how to keep moving forward, even when life throws something unexpected our way. And so along with that comes resilience, which is very valuable. We also get wisdom. It's not the kind of wisdom that shows up as perfection, but the kind of wisdom that comes from perspective. The kind of wisdom that understands that most things in life are figure-outable. The kind of wisdom that knows that mistakes aren't the end of the story. They are often just part of the learning process, part of the narrative, if you will. And this is why I often say that women, when you hit 50, we have something so powerful. We have context. We have seen enough life to recognize what really matters, what's really important to us, and what isn't important. You start to weed through it. And so another interesting thing also started happening to me too when I retired is that you begin to care less what other people expect you to do. Because you no longer have a career that has expectations of you, but now it's more friends, family, children. And I can do more what actually feels right for me. I don't have to live up to what everybody else wants me to do. Because for decades, we've lived according to roles. We're a daughter, a wife, a mother, a caregiver, an employee, a professional, a problem solver. And yes, these roles can be very meaningful, but they come with a lot of expectations. Expectations about how we should behave, what we should prioritize, what is success supposed to look like. But somewhere along the line after 50, things start to shift up here. And you start asking yourself questions that maybe you've never asked before. Questions like, who am I? I'm not who I used to be. I'm not who everyone expects me to be, but who am I today? And so once you begin asking that question, something very interesting can happen. You begin rediscovering parts of yourself that may have gone quiet or gotten lost along the way. Interests, hobbies, your curiosity, your creativity, adventures that you once thought about but never had time for, dreams that got put up on a shelf while life demanded your attention, doing something else, raising kids, your career, your attention was elsewhere. But suddenly you realize it's not too late. And this is a perfect time to dust off that bucket list, if you will. This is actually the perfect time to start exploring those things that are important to you and the goals and dreams that you once had. They change a little bit, but they're still there. Because once you get to 50 and beyond, you get that valuable perspective. Once you've lived enough years, you start realizing that time is precious. You become more aware that the next chapter of life deserves intention. And you start asking the deeper questions. What actually matters to me now? How do I want to spend the next 20 years? And what kind of life do I want to build from here? Because I know for me, when I realize that I have more years behind me than I do ahead of me, you got to get to getting. And so those questions can be exciting, but they can also be a little unsettling. Because once you ask them honestly, you begin realizing that that next chapter of your life doesn't have to look like the previous one or any of the previous ones. You are allowed to redesign things. You are allowed to try new things. And you're allowed to change directions if you want. That is up to you. You are allowed to build a life that reflects the person that you have become, not the person that you were 20 years ago, even 10 or 5 years ago. And for so many of us women, this stage can become a time of exploration. Some start businesses. Some women will go back to school, finish up that degree or that graduate program that you always wanted to do. Not because you need to, because you want to. Pick up hobbies that you never had time for before. Maybe move to a new place with a different climate. Simplify your lives, downsize, declutter, connect with your creativity, focus on your personal growth. There is no single path, and that's the beautiful part of this. You can customize this next chapter however you want, and you get to decide what the next version of life looks like. Another quiet superpower of this stage of life is confidence. Doesn't have to be loud confidence. Not necessarily the kind that tries to prove something, but it's a quieter confidence that comes from experience, from knowing. You begin trusting yourself more, listening to your gut, listening to your instincts. You realize that you've navigated difficult things before. You've solved lots of complicated problems, and you've made it through seasons that you once thought would break you. And that builds a deep internal trust, a sense that whatever comes next, you're going to figure it out. Maybe you don't know every step in advance, and you don't have to, but you trust that you're capable of learning, adapting, and growing. And that kind of confidence, that's incredibly powerful. Because this confidence gives you permission to try things that you might have talked yourself out of years ago. One of the things that I talk about a lot on this channel is the idea of reinvention. Not because life was wrong before, I didn't enjoy my life, but I had reinvented myself several times in my nursing career, and now it was time to reinvent my personal life the way I want it. Because life continues to evolve. And just because I am over 50 doesn't mean I have to throw everything away. It just means that I get to adjust the direction of my next chapter. Because sometimes reinvention is about creating more freedom. It's about learning new skills. It's about exploring interests that you never had time for before. And sometimes it's about building financial security in new ways. Sometimes it is simply about designing a life that feels peaceful and meaningful. And the truth is, more women are doing this than people realize, more than ever before. Women are starting businesses in their 50s and 60s, and even 70s, because there is no age limit. They're building online income, and they're learning new tech. They're traveling, they're volunteering, and they're exploring creativity. They're mentoring younger generations, and they're proving something that society often forgets. Growth does not have an expiration date. Hear that again. Growth does not have an expiration date. So, if you're over 50 like I am and you've been feeling that quiet sense of curiosity, that feeling that maybe there's still more life ahead to explore, I want you to know that you are not alone. In fact, many women, just like me, are discovering that this stage of life is not about slowing down. It's about becoming more intentional, more selective, if you will, and more aligned with who you are in here. Because when you combine decades of experience with the freedom to design the next chapter, something really powerful happens. You begin living life on your terms, not everybody else's, not what everybody else thinks that you should do. So if you're wondering what that actually looks like in real life, I want to share something a little more personal in the next video. So stay tuned, because one of the most unexpected things that I've experienced in this stage of life is discovering the surprising peace that can come from living alone.